Alright guys, so new install, and I know you're gonna hate me because it is LED bulbs. However, there's something really cool about these, especially if you're like me and you want to get a clean look. And that's that these supposedly have built-in resistors, which will basically negate the hyperflashing. And for those of you that don't want to clip your own wires to put a resistor, this might be the solution for you. So it is a windy day. The video might be really hard to deal with. The audio might be horrible, so forgive me, but I'm gonna do my best. So let's jump straight into it. All right, so take two, new hair, different shirt. We're just redoing this real quick just because in the original videos, that day was extremely windy. So again, you guys probably already know how to do this, but for those of you guys who are just tuning in real quick, all we had to do was remove both of these bolts. Well, for each side, obviously. They're held by a 10mm bolt, so as long as you have a 10mm socket and wrench, it should be very easy. Otherwise, worst case, you can also do a Phillips screwdriver, but I'd honestly suggest doing the wrench. And then literally you just tug this firmly and the whole assembly comes off. As you'll see in this little clip, there's a connection that you disconnect, and then this is the bulb that we're going to replace. Okay, so once that's been set back down, you're gonna basically put these bolts back in. One thing to note for those of you guys who have never done this, they don't stop. So basically they will tension up, but there's not a point where essentially like it'll essentially keep on rotating as long as you keep on wrenching it. So just keep that in mind. It'll keep on doing that endlessly, so it's not like you're doing anything wrong, but just keep that in mind. So once it's installed, this is the finished look without it being on. Again, these actually came out to be very bright. I'm actually really impressed. I like the fact that even though this one does have a little bit of color, so it's not kind of like clear actual like little LED nodes, and the housing itself is black, you really can't tell. Like if you step back from here, it still looks very clean and clear. So that's kind of obviously the mission with using LEDs, is that you're trying to get rid of that orange splash from a traditional incandescent bulb. So yeah, as far as the brightness, I mean, I know I showed it, but this is what it's like in the daytime, so very visible. Can't mistake in that, like you can clearly see it. Here's the other side for reference. One thing I will note, and you'll see it in a video from nighttime, is that it's not a very dark orange. It's a, oh, how do I explain this? It's kind of like a peach shade-ish orange, so it's a little lighter orange. It's not a big deal, it's still orange. So for me, I personally like it because it's very unique, but I'm just letting you guys know. I'll show you a nighttime video now. Real quick, this is the after take at nighttime. I'm recording this on the iPhone real quick just because something that I didn't notice during the day. Not a problem. The lights, again, are functioning perfectly normal. I don't know if you'll be able to capture it though on the actual video. It's still an orange. I would just say it's not as deep of an orange. I'd say it's a little lighter, like maybe a peachish kind of orange. Don't know if you can tell, but again, it's not a problem. All right, so this is the front side. This is even easier. It's the most inner bulb, so literally you just twist. It's already installed here, but twist, pull out, bulb, literally just insert the new bulb in, then same motion, twist in, relock, super done. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on the front. This one's a little more noticeable, but again, at a far distance, once again, you really can't tell. It just gives the whole nice front end a flush, clean look. There's no splash of orange on the actual reflector side, so I personally like it. I'll show you what it looks like brightness wise. So again, very bright, much brighter than the previous bulbs I had. I'm very happy, and obviously you guys will see, but the biggest question is, did it get rid of the hyperflashing, as that was the whole point of replacing these bulbs? We'll get to that in a moment. All right, so we're in moment of truth. So hazards, okay, no hyperflashing on hazards, and I did test them out in the front already. They're well connected and they're lighting up. Turn signal left. Oh my god, no hyperflashing. Turn signal right. No hyperflashing. Guys, I'm impressed. Finally, a cheap set of really bright LED bulbs. And by cheap, I'm gonna say affordable because the quality is pretty much there. They're brighter. They have the built-in resistors. Hopefully they'll last me a very long time. But I'm really impressed. No splicing, no buying external capacitors. It's just, it's amazing. And again, for $15 for a pair, there are brands out there that sell there are brands out there that basically sell LEDs that don't have that built-in capacitor at $30 a pair or more. And there's actually a company that sells LED bulbs with built-in capacitors that they were selling them for $60 a pair. And for me, that's outrageous. This is one of the few that I've found that has claims to built-in capacitors and at a reasonable price for LED turn signal bulbs. Very, very reasonable. I mean, what more is there to it? All right, so I moved the car underneath the awning and this is what it looks like. The sun's still out, but it's pretty huge difference of how bright these are. I'm gonna go to the front. And yeah, they're really bright. I love it. This one's getting more of the sunlight splash, but still you could clearly see them. I know some of you are probably like, oh my God, he did bulbs again. But you know what? This channel started 2 years ago. And in that time, we've seen technology progress and prices drop and just things overall get better. So again, for 15 bucks a pair, if you guys are looking for some LED solutions for turn signals, front and rear, and you don't want the Hyperflash, I'll put a link down below for these because they're a great investment. But as always, guys, thanks for all the love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm gonna replace my high beam real quick because it did burn out. I bought crappy Nokia bulbs, so for those of you guys that have been following me for some time, you'll know that I've been using yellow bulbs, and they're not made by many people, and I wasn't about to spend the like $60 for the PIA or PIAA bulbs, so I bought some Nokias. They were really cheap, but one already burnt out. So for those of you that care and are looking for yellow bulbs, Hella makes bulbs, and they have two sets.